up. As you start shredding the door, you notice that there's a fire back there.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yes.
Good luck.
Is it a little fun?
Well, the entire engine area is loaded. No, it's not really good. I love it. She just shrugs. I don't know.
It's like, I'm fine.
Is there a water?
A water hose.
No, we have a lava lamp.
You guys don't get to see my ugly mug this time around, sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
At least we get to hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, a few minutes later, you guys hear a lot of commotion and a weird type of gas starts to pour inside the ship.
Oh, I don't want to breathe that in.
There you go, Travis.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Anybody else need character sheets?
No, I'll keep mine with me.
Yeah, I don't have one. Mine's at your house.
I need one.
You need one? Okay, I'll get you a blank. I'll get you a blank one so you can fill it in.
Sends me a blank. Perfect.
Like I don't know, crack cocaine?
Okay, so you, Valerie, do not breathe, so you're fine.
I'm gonna back away from the smoke.
Do what?
Is there a fire extinguisher?
No, there's no. It's a highly advanced alien ship. It's not supposed to be without power. It has a really nice fire suppression system when it's on. Anyway, so, yeah. Camille, I need you to make a Constitution roll.
Oh fuck. That's gonna be fun. That's not too bad. Let's see, Constitution. Made it by 2.
Made by 2? Okay.
Yeah.
So you start to kind of cough and have, and you attempt to, like, you know, cover your face up and, you know, hold your breath for a second. And then almost as quickly as the gas.
Oh shoot. Okay. I'm gonna move location.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, that's what it is.
Man.
What's
Gotta
going on?
plug.
Where?
I gotta plug laptop in.
Stupid ass motherfucker.
Or you can shit over there.
There's no free song outlet.
What is going on? I lost track.
That's the only one right there.
Okay. I will just sit in the kitchen. Ugh. Just be in the middle of the floor.
So as quickly as the gas showed up, the fire went out, and then the gas disappears.
The other one is over here. You was over there, and I can go in the other room. It's not a big deal.
You just need the Adobe Reader.
I know. I'm trying to use the Adobe Reader. Like, it won't let me edit anything in the Adobe Reader.
If you know the story.
You should be able to still copy and paste.
So I just start coughing because of the weird gas.
Yes.
Okay.
That scene has so much foreshadowing in it.
What's going on?
Who, where?
Is my
Dad's
accent
watching
weird?
anime.
Fruit basket.
What about fruit baskets?
Well, it's an interesting anime.
It is an interesting anime.
Oh, you're watching anime.
I can.
I'm
Anyways,
okay right
well,
here. I'm just in the middle of the floor.
something starts to shake the side of the ship,
Okay.
and then the door, the outside door in the back
Okay.
cabin area. Well, that was really close there, Christian.
Yeah, that's what I was laughing about.
Sorry about that.
Got a nice eyebrow.
Does Michael not love us? He keeps leaving us.
He's being a struggle bug.
Oh.
Oh!
Let him out.
What if there's Mike?
Eureka?
There's Mike.
Holy crap, it's Mike.
Oh, it is a mic!
Oh my! It is a mic.
Oh man.
Okay. Here we go. I left my blanket in the other room though.
Okay.
Oh no!
Bye.
So, anyways, as the side of the ship starts to shake, the door in the rear compartment flies off the hinge.
Okay.
Something pulled it off,
Oh.
and you get boarded by space Nazis.
Oh.
Six of these armed Nazis come strolling into the ship.
I've gone and pissed off the Nazis again.
Nazis.
Goddamn space Nazis! Anyways, they start yelling at you in German. Then, when they realize they've seen you before, they start yelling at you in English. Also doesn't help.
It does not help at all.
What is going on, Mike?
Mike's making pozole.
Next thing you know, he's gonna go to the bathroom.
It's like he's filming in a tornado. We're just watching the camera.
Gets a close up of him drinking out of the bowl.
Turn your phone sideways, Mike.
Wait,
Oh, that didn't work.
Not helping.
Of course. Now he's
It's
frozen.
auto orient.
but I can't hear him. Can you guys hear him?
No.
Nope.
Nope, can't hear a thing. He's muted.
And now he's
No Mike for Mike.
No mic for Mike.
No Mike for Mike.
Somebody shake his screen. See if we can.
There we go.
It's not gonna work.
Yay!
There he is.
Oh, hold on.
Bye.
Nobody wants to see that, Mike.
He finally figures it out, so now he's leaving.
Dude, my phone, it's pissing
Mike,
me off.
we're
so
live
bad.
on the internet. We don't need dick pics.
I do.
Okay.
Evidently, you need to speak for
What
yourself
is
there.
it doing?
I guess so.
You might have to zoom in though, Mike.
No,
They
it's fucking. I don't know what it's doing.
so they quickly escort you off the ship.
There it goes.
And there's another
Fuck you.
6 armed space Nazis sitting outside.
Sorry, guys, can't talk to you out of this one.
Okay. Anyways.
Pretty sure all
Anyway.
hell's just broken loose. I don't know what's going on.
The,
All the
I just
pantomiming.
pissed off all the
and-
space Nazis.
No, I got that far.
Broke their ship.
I'm just seeing all the different pantomiming.
but Mike's up there being sexy for his wife.
What? No.
All right. Anyway, so what's going on? Keep going.
Anyways, they escort the 3 of you. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, they escort the 3 of you, and they pick up your weird lamp piece of equipment escort you back to the Mattrans system.
Okay.
Are you allowing them to escort you back? Okay. And they shove you guys in the Mattrans system and close the door.
Oh, great. I don't think they typed in a code.
So anyways,
Oh
no.
no.
we're going to switch to, let's see here. What was Mike doing?
He was killing
robot
flesh-eating robots.
Oh, yes. When you got to the Mattrans, he was there. So Mike, after you got done killing off the last of those robots, they threw you a really large party because you just killed off all of the really bad guys for them. And the next day they end up letting you know that some of your friends have been apprehended attempting to steal a piece of their technology, and they ask if you will politely go to the Mattrans unit so you can meet with your friends.
My friends, huh?
Yes.
I guess that's what they're calling us.
The vampire, the creepy girl, and the
I'll be right
weird
back.
kid you've never seen before.
Bye.
Okay.
So anyway, they end up coming in, and then they close the door on you guys and send you away.
Hey, are you checking your fingers over there? That's what I thought.
Goddamn little girl trying to steal shit.
I was some buttons. I wasn't trying to steal anything.
All right. So anyway, so
But you know, this is why we shouldn't let a 6-year-old try and drive a spaceship.
all right, Bria, what's your character's name?
Theodora.
Theodora. See, I don't have my cheat sheet with me.
Tisk.
I know you left it to Colt.
What was your character's name, Travis?
I don't even remember.
You don't remember?
You have the
No.
paper, sir.
It doesn't have my name on it.
Oh my god.
The paper is at Cole's house in the basement.
Yeah, that has my name on that one, but not the one I was sent.
I got you.
Do you want me to go get it?
Yeah, I wrote down a cheat sheet with everyone's names on it.
I have
Yeah,
it.
over by my side of the computer. It's got all of the stuff. Everybody on it. All right, so
Making?
Travis' character.
No, Mike. What is he making?
Oh, I'm opening up the dice that Cleo got me for my birthday, so...
Oh,
Oh, those
I
are
don't have
dice.
any dice here.
oh.
Dude, I thought you were breaking into Tupperware dishes with weed in it.
I mean, I don't see that as a
I don't know, half of everybody's roboting. I don't think this is working on my phone. I'm probably gonna have to switch back to my computer.
Oh, yeah.
You sound fine though.
I mean, I sound fine, but you guys don't sound fine to me.
Oh.
See, but this is what I was making. It's pozole.
I want some of that.
Well, I have a whole crock pot. See?
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous right now.
You know where I live.
Yeah, but y'all all sick.
Y'all sick.
Yeah, I'll put it in a Tupperware and like disinfect the outside, and then I'll drop it off the balcony to you.
Done deal.
It's raining Pozole.
Right in Pistole.
It's better than raining. Remember? Remember the video I watched the other day?
Oh yeah. They do.
Anyways, so
Yay!
the unnamed Travis character, Theodora,
Travis character.
and Skippy were all back doing stuff at Cerberus.
Right.
And then Henry is off at the Louisiana complex, dismantling the last of their nuclear power reactor thingamajiggy.
Woo!
Cole is on the phone with his mom, so
Okay.
She always seems to call in the middle of stream.
always.
Yes, always. As for years.
Yeah. No, that doesn't ever change. Yeah.
You guys down in the freezer.
Even in our old sessions, she would call us in the middle of anything.
Nice.
Did he just put us in the freezer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said we needed to chill.
I set you down in the freezer. I needed to grab ice.
Okay. So anyway, so Travis's character, Christian's character are working on something on Cerberus, okay?
Yes. Because Travis was transporting all the materials back that Henry was bringing over.
Right.
And Henry's dismantling the other complex's nuclear reactors, so you guys will have a fully operational one here. Skippy was working with Bridget to help her with the new sorting, identifying program.
Since she's hopped up on the caffeine patch.
Yeah, her caffeine patches. Fuck.
With no side effects.
There's some fun stuff with that coming up.
Oh god, I'm so scared.
We got the address of one of the barons that we'll have to see what we're going to do with at some point.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Wow, you just went
That was
really
good.
blurry, Nick.
Ooh, what happened?
You're so sexy. It's okay
Said
to
to like
sexy.
stare it down, and you like.
I was like, what the hell are you doing? Did it all like, wait, never mind. That's really weird, because all my stuff... Let me check here. Because my camera and
All right.
everything is not supposed to try to focus or anything.
Travis, your character's name is Carlos, aka Carl.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Carl.
Also, I don't need your robot anymore
Wow.
because I have
Do
my
you
own.
draw your own?
I have my own little robot now.
Oh.
And it sounds like the Jetsons hovering
His little
car.
Jetson spaceship.
All right, so... Cole's back, right? Yeah, there you go.
You can try one of the pieces of I bought it.
So, Henry,
Yes, sir.
you have the last load headed out. It's the very end of day 25.
Okay.
Oh, that's right, because we were trying to write
You,
it so we wouldn't have the other two there.
You notice on the scanners as you're loading the last stuff in
Uh-huh.
that there has been motion detected on the outside of the base there.
Are there any exterior cameras?
Yes.
I turn them on.
Okay. You can see a few miles away two lone figures walking towards the base.
Weird dicks.
Does the base have an alternate self-destruct unit?
Oh my god! They join in. Yeah, you guys need to re-roll. Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
That
That escalated quickly.
Shit.
is the sentry bot that's outside still active?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I just record a voice recording that just says, "This is Henry. We've already taken care of things. Nobody was here. We headed back. Scan your card. Scan your card at the past the at the busted what is it? The busted blast door.
Oh yeah.
Scan your card there, and the blast doors will open to the mat trans, so you can head back, and I'll have it pre-programmed.
Sounds good.
Whether or not they actually use
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
is up
say
to
there's
them.
no way they're coming back through that.
No, they said they weren't.
I'm giving them the option.
I was gonna say the option is there for a quick return to the group.
Yep. And so, yeah, what I'll do is I'll pre-program the mat trans so that the next person that like touches the keyboard will activate the send.
You could just have it set to where they need to swipe their card again. That way,
that's what I'll do, and I'll leave like a written note right there that just says, just scan your card right here, and
that way nobody can unauthorized access it.
Yep.
Alrighty, so I take you head back through with your last shipment.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So, Travis, are you gonna help do like we've just kind of guessed your guy was doing and help load all of the nuclear material down to the nuclear reactor? Sounds good. All right.
Yep.
So you guys quickly get that stuff put away. You guys still have the prisoner. I don't know if Skippy did anything additional with the prisoner.
One came out.
Not quite yet. We haven't gotten that far. We got the information from him as far as the address for his home group, and I was about to try and see if we could convert him to our side and help us if we agreed to help extract his kid. If I remember correctly. And then we were discussing the potentials for what we were going to do, whether we just blow the whole tower up, or, you know, because if we did that, then we'd have to make it in by foot in order to actually go and help his kid. So we can either help him and have him join us, or we can just say, screw it, blow the whole tower up and say, your kid's on your own. Sorry, man, you're officially prisoner forever.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Mikey's gone again.
I think he was.
He's
I think
switching
he
to his computer.
Fair enough.
Okie dokie. So, about 10 minutes after you guys finish putting all the stuff back downstairs, a alarm goes off.
Hi, Mike.
Of course it does.
Hey, look, Mike's back.
Okay.
Anyways, the alarm goes off to let you guys know that there is an incoming transmission, and it's identified as originating from the moon.
Oh God.
Okay.
Who's still at the moon? Really?
You guys going up to check it out?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All
right.
I'm rebuilding a nuclear reactor, guys.
Well, then you stay and rebuild the nuclear reactor.
I'm actually hop in my little hover bot thing and go find Henry.
He's down in the nuclear reactor.
Setting it up for a cold shutdown so that I can start replacing parts. Don't worry, I have the circuits for the elevator and the hallway lights still turned on.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll head down there to go and talk with him about what I've learned.
Okay.
Who's at the moon right now?
Well, you guys know that Camille and Valerie and the new half-human guy and Lamp were all on the moon. Those are the ones that you knew about.
Yeah, because I think I what? Well, I don't know if
Sebastian.
Eric went with us or not.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the moon. Carlos, are you wanna?
We don't need to go to the moon. There was an alarm that there's an incoming transmission from the moon
Oh, it's
coming
here.
to your Matram.
Let's go to it. Let's investigate it. Ow, mother trucker!
All right. When you guys get up there,
There you go.
Bridget, Bridget lets you know that she's part of the upgrades that her and Skippy had been working on. Seems to be working just fine. In addition to being able to have the secondary backup in case somebody dials in while somebody's already in the chamber. She's also found a way to put incoming transmissions on hold.
Oh, so we don't have to
Holding them
wipe
in
out.
the main buffer so they don't immediately materialize. Giving everybody else time to get up to and get ready for whatever's going to be coming from wherever.
So Bridget basically has put in a hold, please.
Yes, that sounds good. And
Incoming transmission. Hold, please.
yes, one moment.
One
Please
moment,
hold.
please.
And if it's coming from a place that you guys have dialed to before, it will identify that as the origin point.
Nice.
So, anyways, when she finally activates the transmission, we have Mike's character. I can't remember his name. Mando, the Mandalorian. That's all that keeps going through my mind.
His name is
That's all I remember
Dreeks.
is Mando.
Dreeks. Okay, so
But
Dreeks.
he hasn't told anybody his
Drex.
name. Drex, that's right.
Okay, so
That's why I was like, huh?
It's
there was Drex, Valerie, and Camille, and some kid that you've never met, and Lamp, all in the Matram.
I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
I'm a
you
lamp.
stay here and love us.
I'm a lamp.
It's not like you really needed to exit all the way out unless he had something wrong with his computer. Just saying.
Probably.
Knowing him, issues with his computer.
Probably.
Yep. Okay, moving on.
So once we've realized that it's you in there, we don't worry about, throwing guns and stuff in your face. Open it up, let you guys out. Yay! All right. Now everybody's at Cerberus. Woohoo! What's everybody doing now?
Nice of you to join us.
Trying not to blow shit up.
Well, all the
Probably
primary
really
lights go out and the
important.
emergency lighting is now on at this point.
Wait, why? What did you do?
Because I shut down the nuclear reactor. You guys still have lights and an elevator, you just don't have main power
Okay,
right
so
now.
where's Lakesh?
In his office.
Nope, nobody has seen Lakesh in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Last I know, Lakesh was at the moon.
Yeah.
Well, Lakesh came back at the wrong time.
No,
So the only
Lakesh-
one that's technically seen him is
I've seen him.
Skippy.
Yeah. So Lakesh was helping me with the interrogation. I think he went back to his office. But you guys wouldn't know that because I'm downstairs, so I can't tell you.
Okay. So what do we do now?
What would you like to do?
What?
What would you like to do?
You're taking care of a nuclear reactor. Have fun with
I
that.
wonder, since the Louisiana base looked exactly like Cerberus, if the secret bedroom would be at Cerberus as well, so I'm gonna go find it.
All right. So you're off trying to find the secret bedroom. Sounds like a horrible Johnny Depp movie. Get it?
Okay then.
Secret window. No. All right. So, yeah. So, Henry, it's going to take you approximately 12 hours to get the nuclear reactor reassembled with all of the new parts.
Okay.
Because as you had them brought down, they were essentially set up perfectly for you to grab what you needed to get everything assembled.
Awesome.
Sure. Do mommy a favor. Go get.
All right. So,
I get straight to it.
all right. Skippy, you helping him out?
Yeah, more or less.
All right. If Skippy helps you out, you guys can both make a roll and see if you guys can cut down the amount of time.
Hold on, I gotta look at my thing here.
Okay.
Go get an ice cream for you and me.
So you
Nuclear
have,
physics.
yeah, nuclear physics,
Here, take this
nuclear
upstairs.
theory, something like that.
Nuclear engineering modifying my scientist.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got nuclear physics.
Okay, mommy.
All right. So you roll that and modify his roll. Assist.
Ooh, that was a good roll. I made that by 8.
Made it
So
by
I get
8.
+4.
You get a +4.
Mikey!
Right.
Hello.
I made it by 5.
Made it by 5.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys actually get it done in 6 hours. While you're getting all of the pieces together, he's updating the firmware and getting all of the software side set up. And
Nice.
so in 6 hours, you guys will have a fully functioning nuclear power plant.
Cool.
Sweet.
Woo!
That'll be helpful.
Okay.
Then on to the
Alright,
next
so-
part of my list.
Yes. Then what are the rest of you doing? Also, don't forget you were going down there, Skippy, to talk to him about what you were planning to do with the prisoner guy.
Right. So I will, in that time frame, while we're working on stuff, but also trying not to be super distracting, of course, but basically give him the rundown of what the guy told us and give him the code and tell him what I think and kind of ask him what he thinks about either recruiting this guy to help us out if we save his kid or just straight up sending a more or less a pocket nuke to the top of the tower and blowing up the Baron. So
Just fucking move. Thank you.
I am.
Yes. Valerie thinks a pocket nuke is a bad plan because now she's good with military tech. Let's blow it all up.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. All right. Anyway, so
Wait. So are you saying that everyone's in agreement that I should make the small nuclear
No!
explosive?
No.
I
What is
mean,
that?
does she even know what a nuclear explosive is?
My character probably not.
It's a bomb.
No.
A million pounds of TNT going off all at once.
No.
You're not with us right now, so
all I can think of is the Fifth Element. Big bada boom.
big bada boom.
No. No big bada boom.
All right. So, what are the rest of you guys doing then for the next 6 hours?
Trying to find that secret room.
All righty.
Bria's character's probably chasing after her as best she can.
What?
What do you want to do for 6 hours?
No, I have a new water friend. Forget you guys.
Yeah, you have Katara there. There's also this strange boy that you've never met.
Oh, how old is he?
14.
Yep.
Why would you give me another child to deal with? You know
Because
how
you're a
my character
teacher.
feels about children.
Yeah, you're just screwed one way or another.
Well, you know, we
Yeah,
couldn't.
y'all fucked me
We
over.
could have chosen not to save it,
Also true.
That's true.
but we did.
Not only did you save him, you saved his mother and possibly saved his father.
The lich.
Probably would 21 question the kid to find out who he is, where he comes from, whole shebang.
Well, he's gotten rather comfortable around Camille and Valerie, and he kind of looks over at those two. Is she safe to talk with?
Yeah, she's friend.
She's friend.
Friend.
Now,
Friend or foe?
you notice.
No friend or foe.
So Theodora, you realize that he just turned to her and spoke in French, like perfect French to her.
To who? Camille?
To Camille.
That's funny because remember, like 3 games ago, or whatever, I've already figured out that she speaks French and have already been working on that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It was just funny because he spoke perfect French to her. It's supposedly a dead language because, it's France.
Nobody gives a crap about France.
If anybody's going to survive a war, it's not going to be France.
Definitely not.
No, apparently not. Okay.
Anyways, so he lets you know, my name is Sebastian.
Sorry.
I'm a lamb.
Okay. Anyways, so his name is Sebastian.
I was born over 200 years ago. My mother is part alien. Well, I'm part alien. My mother is full alien. And my father is human, both of whom just left. Although I'm fairly certain my father was dead. Well, mostly dead. I mean, he still got up and moved around and stuff and talked and got really angry, especially if you touched his teddy bear. But other than that, he seemed to be dead.
I heard gay, not dead.
Dead, D-E-A-D.
I heard gay.
But anyways, when my mother came back and I finally fully formed into my body, she went to talk to Daddy, and they decided that they needed to go back to my mother's homeworld so she could fix him.
Fix him how?
Well, he was mostly dead, as I said.
But how
And
is
so-
she gonna fix him? If he's dead,
Not dead, mostly dead.
same difference.
It's not. There were parts of him that were still alive. Like, he got up and moved around, and he would get very angry. And even, and he points over at Camille, she really pissed him off by touching his teddy bear, and he threw his hand at her. And then the hand kept crawling after her, and it was all like, la, 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 la.
Hold up. Are we talking like an actual teddy bear here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to clarify that.
So he was laying in his bed. He was shriveled up. I was pretty sure he was dead, and so he didn't need his teddy bear, so I took it. And then,
Your mistake.
Henry's fairly certain that the guy is a lich, and the teddy bear was his flacetry or whatever. Blacktree.
okay, so I
Flaccid
climbed up on the
tree.
bed, and I poked him. I poked him, and his eyes opened. It freaked me out. I stabbed it, and then I stole his teddy bear and jumped him to the air ducts, and he had his hand chase after me.
That's gross. Okay, Frankenstein. Okay.
Probably served you right.
Then again, he is mostly dead, which means all you really need is some brown alchemical concoction and a blacksmithing bellows. And he'll come back to life, right?
Because I would know what that is.
Let's just not get him stuck in a big metal suit, though. That
Eric grunts.
The smell after 12 hours is just otherworldly.
But
Like a
anyways,
lich and-
so
Big Daddy. Big Daddy Lich.
all right. So, yeah, that's pretty much what there is. I was consummated out of a forbidden love between my father, who was the base commander at the Louisiana complex, and my mother, who was at the time, captured alien, who turned out not to really be captured. He's here willingly, assisting with research, medical research. And they fell in love, which was forbidden. So that my father built.
Romeo and Juliet.
And, well, then my mother and I went to go back to our home planet, and something odd happened. Yes, odd. The thing that was to send us there had an error in it when it went to send us. So instead of sending us, it just held us there in the buffer, waiting for somebody to decide whether to send us or reinitialize us here. And evidently, we stayed there for a little over 200 years.
Stuck in the buffer.
Yes.
So you know nothing else.
Not really. I mean, I've spent most of my time in hiding because my father said that I wasn't allowed to. So this guy's head is a little bit more egg-shaped. He's got hair and stuff, and his eyes are completely jet black and a little bit larger.
Okay.
Little gray tint to his skin.
No, he's got normal skin color. But he's like, I was always told I had to hide because the people at the base wouldn't understand the love between my mother and my father, so it wasn't really let out. He had constructed a room for me hidden off of one of the Jeffries tubes.
Okay. Well, do you need? Oh, I don't know. Kids. Kids. God damn it!
Come on, Theodora, you're a teacher.
I know. I'm a teacher.
Oh, that's funny.
But I do have a very good affinity for languages. I seem to be able to pick them up really, really easily.
Really?
Yes, both written and spoken languages.
How many languages do you know?
Let's see here. I can speak about 18 different languages, and I can read about 30.
Hold on, guys. Work's calling. I gotta step away.
Yep.
Alrighty.
This is Bria.
So, yeah.
What does Cole think? Or what does Henry think about my proposal?
He's proposing to you.
What was your proposal again? Sorry,
He
I
went
was
to
working
jail.
on a nuclear reactor. I was kind of focused.
Try and figure out a way to sneak in or turn this guy to our side, sneak in and save his kid, and like turn the whole group against the Baron, or just blow the crap out of the tower and hope that we kill said Baron.
I'm totally for the blow the whole tower apart thing. The rest of it, I mean, I'll go along with it, but it's not the first thing I'd do.
Well, I mean, my first instinct was just to blow it to hell too. Anyways, we know we don't need to deal with the Barons. We've seen what they will attempt to do with Lokesh if they do ever find him.
No worries.
Wait,
So,
what were Mike and Travis doing?
We're here.
Oh, I said, what were you guys doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know?
Travis's character is probably stabbing somebody 37 times and wearing weird hats.
Yeah.
Where
He
sounds about
said
right.
like nothing this entire game, so I'm just like, what is he even doing?
Because Carl, you don't kill people.
What's with the music?
I'm sorry, when you get a craving for baby hams, there's just nothing else that will fail. You must never have seen llamas with hats.
Oh, it's Kiara's music. I'm like, where did the sappy, sad music come from?
Definitely not us.
Okay, it's okay. Alright then.
Anyways,
Over there yanking on your boob.
What?
It's a really good
I'm sitting here
thing
watching the
Travis
screen
says
and all of a
mature
sudden she's like over here like with her boob. I was like, what?
Nobody even noticed, and you had to tell them all about it.
Of course I did. Sharing
Don't
is
worry, it was live on camera, so you know the internet totally knows about it now.
I mean,
somebody clip it on Twitch.
I was gonna say I noticed it. I just was being polite and didn't say anything.
I didn't even notice really.
I'm her husband. I don't have to be polite about that stuff.
Yeah, no filters. Well,
anyways,
let's finish getting this reactor back online, and then we can go discuss with the rest of the group what they think too.
All right, so.
Oh yeah, how is your character doing, Mike? You had a match trans with 2 creepy kids.
Oh, Travis'
Confused.
camera died.
No,
Travis.
I'm just messing around with stuff.
No.
Oh.
Trying to help Mike.
Oh, you're trying to help Mike? That is so sweet of you.
You're such a good friend, Travis.
Oh, no, Travis.
I'm also messing voice changers.
What the fuck? you should never do that again.
Please, for the love of God, don't ever do that again.
Travis, that should be your voice all the time.
Oh, yes, I like that.
Oh, you
Alright,
sound
okay.
like a squirrel.
Yeah.
When you can't speak with animals, that's what he sounds like.
Yep.
So, how much
I
extra
was the hamster
nuclear
one,
material
too.
do we have left from changing out everything?
Oh dear, we're zoomed in on
Do what?
Travis.
No, I was asking you, how much extra nuclear material do we have left after the fixing of this one?
Enough? You have enough to keep the reactor going for hundreds of years, plus some extra storage rods and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm gonna
But-
take one. I'm gonna take and set aside one of the enriched iridium
God damn it.
rods
Okay.
and start writing up plans for a dirty bomb.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, God.
A semi-portable nuclear device.
So we're just gonna fast forward till tomorrow morning, so everybody can get back together in one great big huge group. Sound good with everybody?
Works for me.
Did I ever find a
You
mystery?
did not find the room.
I am so upset.
Would you
I
say
don't
distraught?
understand why. I don't understand why the room isn't there.
I made my inventor roll by 4.
Made it by 4?
Yep.
All right. Making me a nuclear theory roll. Don't you have nuclear theory as well?
Nuclear physics
You only have nuclear physics? Okay.
and nuclear engineering.
Do you want assistance in trying to make this dirty bomb?
If you want to try and assist me, sure.
Sure.
Is this what you guys are talking over breakfast about?
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, my God.
So everybody's in the cafeteria at this point, and they can they hear them talking about making a dirty bomb.
Excuse me?
Yep.
A what?
Made it by 8, Cole.
Made it by 8?
Yep.
Okay.
So
What are you doing?
Making a dirty bomb.
we're
What
making a
is
bomb.
Made it by 1. With that help.
Oh, God.
I rolled terrible.
You have a perfect set of blueprints for making a perfectly situated, fairly destructive, highly portable nuclear explosive.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
No.
Yes.
How much material will it need?
No.
Essentially a half of one of the rods.
Oh, that's not too
A
bad.
half a rod? What's the electrical and mechanical costs that I'm estimating?
you can cannibalize some of the extra parts that you got from the nuclear reactor itself, so it won't cost you any of the acquired mechanical and electrical components.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Hey,
All right.
all I'm doing is making a contingency plan for our whole sneak in and save people thing.
Yeah, well, we
It's-
still
it's
haven't
like-
decided
it's like-
if that's what we're doing yet, but...
Okay, so what is our next plan?
So, I'll
Well-
proceed to give him a rundown of what I discussed with our prisoner. And basically, or as far as what information we've managed to get out of said prisoner. And that we can go back and see if we can sneak in and try and, convert the prisoner to our side by convincing him that we'll save his kid and try and get the rest of the people organized in such a manner that they would potentially go after the Baron. Or we can take the easy route and just try and blow the Baron up by sending a dirty bomb through the Matrans. We won't be able to access said Matrans anymore, but if we're down one Baron, it may be a good thing. That's assuming he's in the tower at the time that the bomb is set off.
And where is this tower?
Is Lockash with us?
Yeah, sure.
Would he?
Where-
Yeah, I was gonna say, would he be able to explain
Yeah.
what it is?
The Baron's Tower is in the center of Cobaltville.
Where?
The center tower in Cobaltville.
I heard Cokerville.
Cobaltville.
Okay.
And for those of us who aren't from this planet, where might that reside?
Yeah.
He has the central barony here in the Nine Barons.
What's the geological location?
It would be approximately
Geographical.
around the plains near what used to be called Wichita.
Wichita?
So, Cobaltville is in Kansas.
No, Cobaltville is in Cobaltville. Not Canada.
Canada.
That's not what he said. But okay.
Kansas. What used to be Kansas.
Yes, he said Kansas. Okay. I mean, is that if that's where we need to go?
Well, one way or another, they're going to send more guys through the Matrans. That's the part that I will have explained at some point, but just to give a bit of a recap of what the dude told us is that if he doesn't return after a certain period of time, that they'll assume the worst and just send more people through the Matrans. Which, to a certain extent, we can, handle that until they decide that they can't send people through the Matrans and start sending people overland. So,
And given how long that might be before they decide to do that, determines if we are able to build up defenses here. Because currently, most of the defenses are offline.
very true.
Technically, all of the defenses are offline.
Not helping, Lockash.
So you're saying that we here have no defense?
We have very, very minimal defense.
I do have one.
We have some guns and blast doors. That's about it.
I do have one other suggestion. It only helps us with them trying to send more people through the Matrans. It doesn't help us with them sending people overland. But we could send the dude back, tell him to tell the whatever the Baron's council or even the Baron himself or herself that there's, I don't know, make something outrageous up on the other side, make him, like, rough him up. Ooh, maybe even try and brainwash him into thinking that he witnessed something that he didn't actually witness.
And how do you expect to brainwash him?
I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas, okay?
Initiate cerebral scrub.
Yeah, something, to make him think that Lakesh wasn't at this location and that they shouldn't send anybody else back. And if they do send somebody else back, the individuals who control this location will retaliate with excessive force.
Okay.
Well, there also is if we wanted to go the route of like brainwashing and or medical experiments in that sort of sense, there is an entire alien lab at the Louisiana base that we haven't even touched.
Also very true.
The only downside
true,
is
'cause that's how
there
we got
are
to
heavy
talk.
defenses to it, and traps that we need to subvert before we get into it.
I know your fingers aren't in your mouth.
Also, if you want to go the way of brainwashing, we do still have some of the super mutants frozen downstairs.
No.
He could no. What I mean is he could teleport back, map trans back with a piece of a super mutant, saying that the whole base is filled with them.
I like it.
It's actually a good plan.
I mean, the idea is just to convince him to not tell his boss, so to speak, that Lakesh is here and that we're here and that they should continue to try and send more people to capture whoever. So if we can convince, whether it be brainwashing or whether we turn him to our side by assuring him that we'll come and help save his kid at some point later down the road, if he lies to the Baron and brings back evidence of said
Take
lie,
your fingers out your mouth.
there is that thing.
Don't you yell at me.
So if we go back with him though, we need disguises. We need a way of
disguises.
Well, we can't just go as ourselves.
Wait, don't we have something for
I don't think these kind of people just save people randomly.
Camille. When he goes, we need disguises, Camille, right next to you, Lamp is now wearing a fedora.
Nice.
What I was thinking was we need to get more of their uniforms, because if we can go back together as, let's say, his squad, then we have like a way of keeping ourselves.
He's gonna have a real short squad member.
Really short squad member.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would potentially work, assuming that they don't have any idea who's on whose squad when they go through the Matrans.
Who's on first?
Exactly.
I mean, this is only for the idea of saving the kid.
Well, I'm saying that we would potentially travel there overland or via other Matran systems to get close, and then travel overland, go in that way, and try and sneak in just as refugees or something like that, because that is another big part of their society, is that there's a massive quantity of refugees that live in and around the towers themselves. So it would be easier for us probably to disguise ourselves as refugees and come in than it would be to try and disguise ourselves as members of what do we call them again, Lakesh?
The magistrates.
That's
They're
what they're called, yeah.
Everybody calls them MAG.
The MAD? That's an app.
Mags.
name.
M-A-G-Z. Mags.
Mags.
Well, we're gonna travel overland. We'll either have to walk or find a vehicle.
Right.
or 2.
Right.
As far as I'm aware, we don't have vehicles here, so we would have to figure something.
Well, that
I mean-
might be a little bit easier than we were expecting.
Oh yeah?
It seems like when the power came back on, a few more of these systems started to activate.
Like what? What do we got?
The vehicle Matran system in the
Aha!
vehicle bay number 2.
There you go.
It's a mic.
You might have to
Hi,
edit the
Mikey.
resolution.
Doing this entire time. That's why y'all been.
Yeah, I know. What?
What did you
So is that
do?
what you guys have been
Or
doing
what are
this
you
entire
using?
time?
I'm using my phone.
As a
That's what we were
webcam
working on.
for your
Oh,
computer. That's
y'all
actually
were,
pretty
like-
genius. Not gonna lie.
Y'all were like really quiet, and we're like, "What the hell are they doing?" Like, damn.
Well, if
Hey,
we
I
have
just
the
got
vehicle
my-
Matt
it's just connected
Trans,
to the
does it
Wi-Fi.
have its own separate location number that we can use?
Technically, it just has an add-on identifier. But the interesting part was the fact that it had a vehicle in its buffer when the power went down.
Oh,
Hooray, vehicles!
well, we should see what we got.
So, I'm all down for this, but who wants to work on brainwashing Homeboy or trying to turn him so that we can send him back with proof that he shouldn't try sending more people to this Mattrans location?
Oh dear
I'm
God.
not good with brainwashing. Interrogation, different story.
So you would be okay probably for trying to convince him to join us because we'll come and help him and turn all of the refugees and anybody who truly hates the specific Baron against the Baron.
Yeah.
And then basically you're just having to try and convince him to lie to the Barons or the Baron and his fellow magistrates. And make the lie believable by having proof via mutant guts.
Mutant guts.
Mutant guts. Okay.
I see a hunter face.
Yep, that's
It's
a
a
hunter.
hunter.
I switched my camera around because the front camera on my phone's better than the back one.
Yeah, it does look a lot better.
Hello, my love.
Hi,
It
Hunter.
says hi.
I'm doing Wednesday D&D. What do
Well, I'm going to go down to the vehicle Matt Trans, I guess, and I'm going to go see what we
you?
got.
No, I'm at my house. Why the fuck would I be up there?
I'm going with you.
While whoever's doing
You more than
the
welcome
weird
to come
interrogating brainwash bullshit.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Lakesh lets you know that he will not be good for the brainwashing stuff either. He knows, you know, physics and stuff.
Oh shit.
I'm kind of in the same boat, Lakesh.
That's...
I mean, what's our little alien dude have? Maybe he could help with that.
Sebastian, all he's really good for is languages.
Okay, is that what you were calling me for? Get you?
I can poke him with a really long needle.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's true. Does somebody want to go search through the labs and see if there's anything we can use to try and...
Let's see.
Actually, I have a question for somebody, since we're in the group setting for all of our characters.
Uh-huh.
Valerie,
Oh.
just to confirm,
I'm assuming.
where
Anthony.
do you get your powers? What are you?
What am I?
I'm just sitting there being a good girl and eating my breakfast.
I mean, I have my suspicions,
That sucks. I mean,
but I'd rather you say it out loud than me just throw it at you.
What?
yeah. I mean, he's
Well, I'm a vampire, obviously.
old, so.
Okay, well, my suspicions were confirmed. So here's my question. Can
He's
you
definitely
turn
old.
people
Oh god.
and or
Legit question.
make like followers in a sense
Can I do that?
through
You
their
can.
fight.
You can, but they start off extremely weak.
Well, that might work with the story
Alright,
if you
I'll
can
see you tomorrow.
convince him.
Well, if you turn him into somebody that's friendly to us after the thing
What
happens,
happened to Mike's video this time?
I'm just messing with it. It's really laggy when I'm trying to do it, and it's streaming at the
Then-
same time.
then
What are you
maybe
doing, Hunter? You
his
weirdo.
whole lying thing to the barons, you wouldn't have to coerce him or force him in a sense, like, or brainwash him. You just turn him to our side forcefully.
Jesus
That
Christ.
looks
terrible.
like an option. But
That
I can
sounds
also
like a terrible idea.
I love the blanket.
Oh yeah,
Because then
Goku
he
gave
can
it
go
to
back.
me.
He's
Nice.
on our side, and he's
It's
all
even
for our cause, basically.
D20 shaped.
It's a thought.
I can also brainwash him pretty effectively.
Without biting him?
So,
Without what?
Without biting him?
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
well, then I think Valerie's the one to do this to this guy
So we start
Oh
with,
dear.
and convince him to do what we need.
I think we start with the brainwashing, and then if all else fails, then you can turn him, and then, we'll send him back. And if anybody shows up in the Matrans in the meantime, we'll store them in the buffer,
Yeah,
Stop.
or something like that.
Beat you, kid.
Cool. I'm gonna go find out what vehicle we got.
I'm with you.
Wait, so what's... Hi.
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 Oh no.
Well, I just in-game confirmed that we have a vampire in our midst.
Oh, I've been here the whole time. You just couldn't see me. I can hear what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, all of our trash talk against you, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it all.
So much trash talk.
Dang it.
Son bitch.
Anyways,
I don't know.
so who's up first? What are we doing?
So wait, so Valerie's gonna do it?
Yeah, I guess because she's a vampire, she has the powers to turn people to her influence.
What did I do?
Without actually biting them, and then the biting is the last resort if it does come down to it.
Kinky.
Then she can just turn them to our side.
Of course you would think that was kinky. Travis. Of course you would think that was... Little dirty hooker.
Just gonna ride my robot around like a Segway.
Woo! Down.
You coming with us to the vehicle bay? Or the vehicle Matrans?
So
Sure.
who's all going down to the vehicle bay?
Me?
So 3 of you?
I guess so.
I'm like, I had no idea what was going on, so I was just eating my breakfast.
You just eating your breakfast? Alright.
Who's on the vehicle bay?
The vehicle Matrans? That's
Me, Skippy, and Carlos. Or
Do you have any idea how odd it is to look at myself on a fucking screen?
I can tell you're not a streamer.
Yeah.
we'll get you there, Mike.
It's
So anyways.
hard. It's hard because you have to look at your camera, not at your image on the screen, because otherwise people think you're talking to nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of hard too because my phone is sitting down here and my monitor's up here, so
Well, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. So
Right.
I
Well,
this is temporary. It's all I got.
Yes. We have a camera for
I
you.
mean, you're on my tablet, so
I know.
It is what it is. I mean,
Well, and my tablet
mean-
won't work, so it's a piece
mean-
of turd.
2 weeks ago, I was using my phone because my laptop is stupid. Now I'm just borrowing my brother's.
Well, depending on what's going on tomorrow, Cole, I will probably come up to your house because I need to get Vanessa's Halloween shit too. She won't stop bugging me about it.
I love how it's April and she's freaking out about her Halloween day.
Oh no, she's been freaking. No.
Well, there's other stuff in there too.
Yeah, she's got other stuff in there, and she's been bugging me about it like December, and I'm like, I just forget it.
Fair enough. Hey, let's take a quick break and come back in like say 3 minutes.
All right.
Cool.
Sounds good to me.
Oh my god.
All right, we'll see you guys in a minute.
See you in a minute.
To go and finish getting him all cleaned up because he would basically just kind of stand there like, oh, someone's watching me, and so he would like grab a box and like do some work, and then he'd just go back to going, oh, they're watching me again, and then he'd work a little bit. In like 4 hours, he'd only loaded maybe 1.5 Gaylords out of the 6 Gaylords.
Oh, wow. No wonder that's so bad.
So I'm confused. Are you complaining that the guy was watching you?
No,
Or-
I'm complaining that he wasn't doing his job, and that I had to do the work of 2 people and then turn around and finish doing a work of a 3rd person.
That's ridiculous.
Rude.
Mike, you wanna watch me?
I know how that feels. Me and Mike both know how that feels.
Oh my god.
Oh wow. Okay.
Travis,
Put your
you
mouth.
have created a monster.
Yes. Ah. Oh my god.
What are you guys using?
Me
to
and
do
Mike
this?
worked for O'Reilly. When me and Mike
Voice
worked for
mod.
O'Reilly Auto Parts, we had to do like the work of 2 to 3 people because everyone else was lazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't know if he actually hurt his back or if he's faking.
He's faking.
It's faking it.
Totally faking it.
Totally faking it.
Like, sure, his back is sore because all of our backs are sore. But he says he's like in agonizing pain, but he's walking normal and acting normal aside from being a lazy little
You'd be
butt.
surprised how much being in pain you can be and you can still walk normal.
Yeah.
I do it
Yeah.
every day. I have so many back problems, it's not even funny.
But like, he's not even doing anything corrective to fix it. Like, he's not wearing a back brace, not taking any painkillers.
So he's faking it.
So well, sometimes it could be like your sciatic nerve and stuff like that too. It doesn't
That's
always have
true,
to be
that's
something
true,
that can
because-
be corrected by a back brace.
Yeah.
That's
I
true,
mean,
because Aaron
true.
messed up his sciatic nerve carrying
But he's
around
not.
Yara.
He's not even taking any painkillers for it.
I did not set you a timer.
Oh my god, I gave you 1 job.
I gave you 2. Back eating it and set a timer. I successfully.
Fascinating. Start using the Infinity Stones.
I got an Infinity Stone right here for you.
Oh, dude, I think I'm totally gonna buy the pro version of this.
Oh,
damn.
jeez.
God.
I might
It's
have to
$15
download this.
for a year
You
I might
or
have
for
to
a
download
lifetime.
this.
Yeah.
What
Is this
it?
through Discord?
It's just
or
called
is
Voice
it-
Mod. It's voicemod.net,
mod.
and it literally you go into your Discord, you select you set it up as a virtual output to Discord, and then you just select the input through Discord, and then you can literally just sit there and click on whatever you want while you're on Discord, and it will change your voice.
It's called and it's voicemod.com.
Voicemod.net.
No. Oh my god.
There's so
That
many
doesn't sound like a woman.
No.
Not really.
Did you buy the
Adult with
pro?
children? Oh yeah.
It's only $15.
No, that mod just makes you sound like what's his name from Tiger King.
Oh my god. That dude needs to burn in a fiery, fiery pit of hell.
Anyways, are we back up?
Yeah.
All right.
We are back online.
Let's do some role playing, guys.
All right, so we had Henry, Carlos, Skippy. Was Drex going too?
Sure.
Sure. Okay. So the 4 of you were going down to the vehicle bay then, right?
Yep.
All right. So Lakesh goes down there with you, and he punches in the stuff for initializing what's currently held in the buffer, and out pops. If you look in Discord, sent the picture of what pops out at you guys.
Whoa!
Nice, guys. We got an APC.
Fucking tank.
Oh, sparkly, glowy.
Yes, and it seems brand new. And
You're muted, by the way.
who?
I know, but I wasn't really worried about talking. I just wanted to pull up the video or the image so that people could see on stream.
Okay,
Mm.
well.
I gotcha. But anyways,
Nice.
that vehicle pops out, and you see a guy pop out of the top of it.
Oh god.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, hello there.
The guy is wearing Navy garb from back before the bombs fell.
Okay.
Anyways, he climbs down and And he's like, did I make it to Redoubt Bravo?
Yep.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
I don't know. Is that
Welcome
where
to
we're
Redoubt
at?
Bravo, buddy.
Ow!
You know,
Wonderful. All right.
maybe a couple hundred years late, but yeah, you made it here.
I was gonna ease him into that.
A couple hundred years late.
I'm an asshole. It doesn't matter.
And now Dennis Leary's song, Asshole, in my head.
Let me try to explain this gently to you. You were stuck in the transit buffer for the last 200 years.
Oh shit, Travis,
Dear God.
Oh god.
Drex, just quit messing with your helmet modulator.
This is great.
Jesus Christ.
Stoner.
Anyways, that's what I explained to him.
Yeah, I don't really know what any of that means. That's probably way above my pay grade. I was just instructed to drive the vehicle up on the platform. When I get here, I was supposed to drive it wherever you guys wanted it parked. And then I was supposed to go to the personnel, whatever thingy jiggy. And
Personnel officer, we don't have one.
no, the thing to send me back.
Back where?
Personal personal.
I came from.
What was that?
I came from DC.
Yeah. That doesn't exist anymore, as far as I know.
I'm sorry. What?
Lakesh, you want to take this?
I'll show you something. And I go into my ARM computer and I open the main blast doors out to the parking lot.
Yeah.
And I say, go take a look.
Well, actually, it doesn't look that bad out there, though. Because
Well, other than rotting cars and destroyed roads.
And a corpse of a
there's
green
that,
giant.
but the ground and everything looks wonderful out there because there's nothing really out there anymore. You know, there's trees and bushes and a nice stream with a rotting carcass in it. Don't ask about that one. Whoa! Mike's in a tornado again.
Mike's throwing us all around again.
Rude.
He's stuffing the camera down his pants.
Is that why we can't see anything?
Zoom in, Mike. Zoom in.
Jeez.
So, anyways, he comes back in. So, what are you saying? You guys can't send me back home?
There is no home
No.
for you to go back to.
There's your home doesn't exist anymore, buddy.
Everybody
But
you
my
knew
family
is
was on
dead.
base. I need to get back there.
Everybody you knew is dead.
It's 200 years in the future.
Okay, so just reverse whatever it is that you did to me and send me 200 years into the past then.
That's not how it works.
As far as I'm aware, that's not how there's no technology for that right now.
This dude's gonna have a nervous breakdown.
Oh yeah, probably.
Let's see here.
Would Bridget know who he is?
So wait, let me get this straight here. I don't have to pay alimony to my 3 ex-wives?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but money doesn't exist in the same sense that we had it before either.
So what do people get paid in?
All caps. I'm just kidding.
To be honest, I have no idea because we haven't been to one of the communities yet.
Yay, I got money!
Yes.
Hey guys, I found the perfect one. I sound like a Mandalorian.
I love it.
Oh my god.
I got monies too.
Hey, it's your fault, Travis.
You sound like the guy off of StarCraft. Jim Raynor.
He's
Play
Rainer.
like a fire bat or something.
You know, the best part is that I didn't even need a voice modulator and already sound like that to you.
Yeah, you do, actually.
Chris and his special sound outputs.
Quiet you.
All right, so then if I'm not getting paid and I don't have any place to go back to, what the hell do I need to do now?
Well, you can either.
Who's the commanding officer here?
You're not with us.
Technically, it's this guy in the wheelchair. But as for official military rank as of 200 years ago, I guess it would be me.
No, we vote for Skippy.
No, don't ever listen to that floating beer can over
I
there.
didn't say anything. Rank means nothing to me. I'm gonna do whatever the F I want regardless.
That's the point.
And thus is why you don't listen to him.
He's probably looking at me going, what the hell is that?
Well, for you who don't know me, I'm Petty Officer Hernandez.
Nice to meet you, Petty Officer.
And you all are...
I am what the group likes to call Dr. General Henry Knight.
Bullshit, man.
I am Lord
So,
Skippy
Carl,
the Magnificent.
You're the field medic then, right?
What are you doing, Mike? Mike is like over here like dying.
It's doctor in the scholarly sense.
I'm Carl, short for Carlos.
And what the hell is that? And he points at your little robot.
It's my killer Segway.
Yeah, that guy over there, she's just Mad Maxing it.
And I am Lord
See,
Skippy the Magnificent.
I'm waiting for one of these times. Carlos is going to come back and he's going to have his robot set up like Claptrap, but with like the death metal spikes and stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
I can see it.
Yes!
Put a little AI in him, really annoying AI, and just gonna annoy the hell out of us.
One that thinks he's in charge of everything.
He is in
Yes.
charge of everything.
That would be hilarious.
No, he has a claptrap.
There's Skippy the Magnificent. Anyway, so Skippy the Magnificent, Carlos, Dr. General, and who are you? And he turns to Drill.
We don't hear you.
I am the Mandalorian.
So
He's some
dramatic.
weird space mercenary that fell from the sky.
My ship is broken.
It's that one right out there, and I point to it out in the parking lot.
That's not a ship, that's a cockpit.
Or what's left of it.
Oh, that's what he came in on.
It's just one of those old VW.
I wouldn't say come in on. It was more like crashed.
I wouldn't
Big
say
bada
come
boom.
either. But
So anyways,
Wow, just terrible. Baby,
So-
go brush your teeth.
what are we doing here? What the hell are we? If everything I know is gone, then what's there to do?
Well, currently we've been working on trying to just make sure that this redoubt is back up to operational status. Most of us were not trapped, but stored in cryostasis for the last 200 years. So we're kind of getting up to speed as well. There's a few things we've been trying to take care of, trying to, get other people that were frozen as well to see if we can help them out. But first group that we've gone to were already gone, and we have no real trail on where they are. So currently, right now, we're just working on shoring up some stuff here, and possibly going to one of the 9 major communities that are here, and liberating the people that are there. Okay then.
Hey, question: am I able to get to the vehicle bay via air vent?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
gonna-
You've pretty much learned how to use all of the air vents here in Cerberus, unless it's an area that is completely sectioned off, like the research areas or the where the nuclear power plant is. Those all have their own separate air systems. Other than that, you can get to pretty much any location in the base using air
Cool.
ducts.
I'm gonna go to the vehicle bay via the air ducts, and I'm just gonna drop out of the ceiling. I don't know this guy is here, but he's probably gonna get a heart attack.
Yes. Let's roll for heart attack here. So you drop out of the sky. He failed. So you drop out of the sky and land near this guy. And the guy spins around, sees this super creepy ass fucking kid with a gigantic 2-foot needler gun sticking out of her hands. You know. And he starts climbing back into the APC. He's like, "Ooh, what the fuck is that?" And he starts scampering back up on top.
Calm down, petty officer. That's just Camille. She just looks creepy, but she's pretty innocent.
And he goes back in.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
And he pops back out with a sidearm drawn towards her. What the hell is that?
That is Camille. Drop your weapon, petty officer.
But what is it? It's so creepy.
She's a little girl.
Is that what you call her?
Lower your weapon, petty officer.
Why does she have a gigantic needle? He puts his gun down. He lowers it. He doesn't put it down. He lowers it. He's still holding it.
Just wait until you meet her companion.
Who? What?
We'll get to that. What's your specialization, petty officer?
I'm a mechanic.
You're a mechanic?
Great. We need one of those.
Are you trained in any of the defensive systems of the Redoubt to maintain them?
No.
Just vehicle mechanics?
Yes. If it deals with vehicles, I'm pretty much a pro at it.
Well,
She said.
I have something you could do. At least for the next little while. You could go out and find any of the derelicts that are out there and scavenge for parts so that we can have stuff to maintain the vehicle that we currently have at the moment.
Well, this vehicle is in perfect working order.
Yeah, but we don't have any spare parts. In case something does wear out.
Slash get blown up.
Well, does this place have a machine shop in it? If so, I could just machine you new parts.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, Vehicle Bay 1 has a complete machine shop in it.
Is that where we're in?
No, you're in 2.
2. So yeah, if you go over to Vehicle Bay 1, we should have a fully operational machine shop ready to go.
He walks out the door, walks into Vehicle Bay 1. Sure enough, He's like, oh yes, this is stocked actually fairly well. All the raw materials that I have here necessary for machining pretty much any part that I would need on this vehicle.
Cool. Thank you, Acting Morbid 10, for following.
Woo!
Thank you for the follow.
Following on Mixer.
Mixer!
Woot woo!
So where are we going in the APC?
Well, we may or may not be using it for going to Cobalt.
Sweet. Let's go.
We got stuff to do before we can go.
Isn't this is the way?
That's not the way.
This
You
is
got
the
another
way.
follower now, Mixer.
Indeed.
Do you know the way?
But is that what the Mandalorian says? This is the way.
I'll show you the way.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the follow.
This is 100% your fault, Travis.
Yeah, Travis.
How would you say that?
Say what?
The person's quixotic thinker?
I think it's quixotic thinker.
Quixotic
Chaotic.
thinker. All right. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
Woohoo! All right. So,
2 new followers in a day?
Yeah.
2 followers in a minute.
It's all because we're using voice changers.
I know, right? All the voice changers over there.
Yeah, I blame
That one
the
you could not
voice changers.
understand.
Alright.
Trying to turn this volume down so it's not so loud.
Acceptable.
The whole world doesn't even know you're grounded from electronics.
Well, you just announced it, Mike.
Yeah, because we didn't hear what she said. Love you,
It's
Cleo.
okay, I still love you.
Your daughter's gonna get you back when you get old. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
She's gonna make your life hell.
Another 15 years and she'll be like, hey, no diapers for you, Daddy.
I hope it takes longer than 15 years. Although, knowing Mike, probably not.
No, I'm sure they would just catch on fire with his fart.
Wow.
Mini incendiary devices attached to Mike's ass.
Jeez.
So, I asked Wakash to kind of get him up to speed on what's going on, so I'm not having to just constantly explain things to him.
Do you have a new trainee video?
No problem. No, anytime you need me to explain and update things, just please send them right to me.
Very well. I guess you're our new personnel officer.
Oh, I get to have a job here in the base.
Other than being the boss.
Who said I am the boss?
Oh, we did.
A long time ago.
I am not the boss. The boss is the man with the plan.
Well, I'm gonna go make I'm gonna go construct a nuke. You guys decide on whether or not. Well, you guys go handle the the.
Wait, I still do not understand why it is that we have to make a nuke.
It's a last resort.
Contingency plan.
So,
You always have contingency plans.
while all the grown-ups are talking, I am going to move closer to the tank thing and start exploring.
See you later, creepy kid.
As I see her start doing this, I hop in and pull the keys out.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Military vehicle, no keys.
No keys. You could disconnect the battery.
I disconnect the battery from the unit so that it won't start.
So, at about this point, Sebastian falls from the ceiling.
Oh, Christ.
Not drops down, falls. And lands hard on his shoulder.
Oh no.
He is not adept at moving through the air vents as he was trying to follow you. and not used to flipping out after falling out of the air vent head first and still finding a way to land on her feet. He doesn't know how to do that. Anyways, he falls down. And he starts speaking in French. Camille, you've got to help me up.
His voice got really deep there for a minute.
He's 14. His voice is changing. It's fine.
Puberty.
Wait till you see what he changes into during puberty.
Oh, Christ.
So anyways,
I'm going to help him up.
I
Okay.
head down back to the nuclear reactor and start assembling.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back up to
This
the
poor
holding
petty
cells
officer.
to meet up with our resident vampire.
Okay.
This poor petty officer.
Yeah, this petty officer's gonna be traumatized after the end of this day.
Yeah, Lakesh and the petty officer return to Lakesh's office to go over a quick review of history.
Oh yeah, Big Daddy was standing outside of Lakesh's office because that was the air vent I entered.
So he gets to finally see the companion on the way there.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so where is Carlos and Drex going?
Wherever God takes me.
You and your voice mod.
Shit.
Did you just say wherever God takes me?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
You're a fucking nerd.
I'm a lamp. We forgot about the
I
lamp.
don't know. I was
Did he beat the
following
lamp?
somebody.
You were
Oh, Lamp
following
came with
those two.
Well, are you gonna go do the brainwashing thing, or are you gonna come watch somebody or help somebody make a nuke?
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
make
make
a
a
bomb.
You're gonna
Well, I
fail
guess
at
Drex
making
is
this
coming with
bomb
me.
and blow the base back to where it was before we got to it.
I'm
All your base
specialized
are
in
belong
mechanical
to me.
engineering and stuff, so.
Maybe I should go with them and not go up and meet Valerie at the...
Why, you afraid we're gonna blow something up?
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably.
Hey, those red and green wires look cute. What if they got married? Quick, twist them together.
Actually, we wouldn't even have time to say shit. It would be shit.
Shit! Bright light.
As the mountain just comes apart.
Ah,
The mountain shakes and then falls in on itself.
Pretty much. Excuse me.
So Skippy's gonna go down to the bomb area then?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I will have been heading, but then I will have overheard him saying that he's going to do that, and that the other two are going with him, and I'm like, yeah, no, this sounds like disaster in the making, and I'll turn around.
It's gonna be horrible.
And I immediately stick out my little taser and be like, you will not touch anything, or you will get zapped.
No, it's okay, Skippy. He can hand me stuff.
He's gonna probe somebody here.
I'm gonna be keeping my eye on you.
Just your one, right?
Well, I mean, I
You're-
can see 360 degrees anywhere, so yeah, sure.
His omnidirectional 720 degree eye.
Yeah.
All right, so Theodora, are you gonna go with Valerie then to the brainwashing?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness somebody's going with her.
Somebody has to
I'm gonna
witness this.
Like I'm gonna let the vampire go on.
I'm just waiting for her to do the whole. I put a spell on you. You're mine.
That was fucking creepy.
Travis says
The
it's
whole
creepy,
point-
and then all of a sudden Carlos is joining them on the brainwashing scheme.
Hey,
I'm here to play.
hey, I was gonna say, is there a Bella Lugosi voiceover thing for that?
I want to suck your blood.
I
I
want
don't know,
to
but I
suck
could do it
your
in a Santa voice.
Oh no!
Whoa, whoa! What's going on?
Whoa, what is going on here?
What did I do?
Don't
You're back.
touch it,
You're
Jesse.
back. No touchy.
Jesse, you didn't break it.
You're back. No touchy.
You're back. Don't touch it.
Touch it!
Now watch, she can't hear us.
She can't. Or she can, but she can't see us.
Audio.
Hey, don't do it.
Jesse, come back.
No.
Strike me down.
Ah, I fixed it.
Your mom goes to college.
Oh, that's so funny.
We are just as goofy online together as we are.
I think it's worse because now everybody's using technology to facilitate their craziness.
I know.
Oh, jeez.
I'm still
But it's fun.
crazy.
You know, when we're all together, the biggest thing with technology is Christian sitting over there with his fart machine going.
I don't know. Me and Jesse.
No,
over
it's
there
it's
sitting in the
it's.
floor.
Like I said, the meme lording over on one side of the table is pretty hardcore technology
Me
there.
and Jesse.
All right. So, anyways, Theodora, Valerie, is anybody else going to do some brainwashing?
Guess not. We lost
All
your
right.
microphone there, Jesse.
Jesse's trying to say something, but I don't know what she's saying.
We can't hear you.
She broke it.
Fixed it, and then you broke.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Need a light.
You sounded just like a fire bat just then.
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
I was gonna say you should do only you can prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fires. Would you like to
You know,
buy
the
some
deep voice
propane
would
or
do better for
propane
that one.
accessories?
Are you done flipping your W's around?
What?
She's doing schoolwork
Oh,
along with this.
oh God, what is going
It's
on?
pretty.
The life of a teacher is never at a, anyways. So
I'm paying attention.
yes, you're supposed to go brainwash this prisoner.
Yes.
Yes. Are you going to go brainwash this prisoner?
Don't kill it.
No
I'm
killing.
fairly certain they didn't want you to kill
No
him.
killing.
I had two choices. I can brainwash
I
him,
have-
turn him into one of my minions.
Yes.
Yeah, we said that was the last resort.
Nope, just do it.
I never did.
I
Theodore, no,
suggested it was the last resort.
Well, second resort. Compromise?
To be honest, Henry went for the turning him into a thrall like first.
But the whole problem is she told you that he would be very weak.
I say we just.
Well, that's fine. He went through a harrowing experience. He goes back to back to Cobaltville, you know, as the only survivor.
That's true.
It would just sell the story. Anyway, I'm not there. I'm making a new.
I say you just put him under your little spell and you control him. That's how I feel.
Well, there is a
So,
question of
you're-
whether or not the control will like span distances.
Well, I'm going to attempt to mind
Okay.
and then we'll.
And you personally know that when you are able to mind control somebody, okay, the butterflies are done.
All right. Am I able to be heard?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, we can hear you again. Yay!
Cool.
You wanna run
Thank
up?
you, thank you, Jesse.
I'm not technical savvy.
It's all good.
What is it?
It's in my.
Well, she just ran away.
Boo.
What?
Our vampire ran away.
She went to go brainwash.
Hero.
So where's Camille going? What's she doing?
Oh yeah, what were you doing?
Um.
Wherever you're going, Sebastian's going with you.
Then we're exploring the tank thing.
Okay.
Jesus.
He reads you all of the labels that are on the tank.
Wow.
Ignition, forward, backwards. Jet thruster.
Let her take the tank. Please say you were taking the tank.
Water
I kind of
seal
can't.
system.
Henry disabled the battery.
You don't
Water
know that.
propulsion.
But I don't know that.
Main turret battery.
Do it.
Jesus.
This is going to either end really funny or either really bad.
Guess I'll try and turn it on and hit the on button.
Well, when you push the start button, nothing happens.
Rude.
Is it broken?
The electricity has been disabled.
Huh.
Baby, are you asleep? No. Nope. Thursday.
Wait, tomorrow's Thursday?
Tomorrow's March.
Oh, and by the way, Henry completely forgot to close the blast doors and doesn't close them.
Oh God.
So if Henry blows up, everybody is dead?
Pretty much.
Sure.
Pretty much.
But no, Cole realized I forgot to close the blast doors when I left Bay.
He will.
I just rolled an intelligence check and got a 665.
Jesus.
So I don't remember this.
Oh,
Alrighty.
God.
All right,
What
so
are we trying to
Mallory,
do with this tank?
you walk into the prisoner area, and
And I don't kill him.
all right, he's not dead now.
Did you kill him?
No, I said I don't kill him.
Oh.
'Cause that was my one job.
Okay.
So,
What?
what do you do? What's going on? You and Theodora are there.
I don't know.
So, the tank doesn't turn on, but am I able to make the turret spin at all?
You get a mind controller? Okay. So you need to make a roll. I'd pull out my book right now, but Cole stole it.
I stole
Rude.
nothing. It was left here.
Rude.
You can prove nothing.
I can prove it all.
You know nothing.
I have the PDF somewhere.
All the PDFs are on my Google Drive.
Yeah, I don't know how to access that.
He shared it with us a long time ago.
Yeah, but I never went into it because I'm the one that gave him all of those books.
Oh.
They're just on an external drive that's still upstairs in storage.
That was sexy.
It just got awkwardly quiet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sorry about
I was
that.
like, did my volume just go out?
No.
We're all sitting staring at each other.
Anyway. Cole, how do I access the drive?
That link.
Alright. Blow it up! And
Beedo, beedo, beedo. Ba 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 na na na.
Really? You too?
No, I actually don't have it turned on.
Who's turning what on?
That's just how Chris naturally sounds.
Yes.
Sorry, I had gotten an email from my second job, and I was checking to see if I actually have a job or if I'm still out of the job.
It's okay, the hospitals are messaging me.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
So wait, what's going on? I totally got lost.
I'm trying to look up the rules for the mind control because we rarely ever use it.
Oh, okay.
And I don't have my book here, so it's making it a little harder.
Kiara, your shoes and your jacket don't belong on the thing.
I mean, the biggest thing with the mind control that you could do is just convince him that Lakesh and Bridget aren't actually at this location, and that these giant, or whatever they were, like, destroyed everybody. He was the only survivor.
The superhuman people?
Yeah.
Zombie land.
No, Zombieland was that other redoubt we went to, and we're not ever going back there.
Although it would make a great place to send people we don't want to talk to.
Yeah, the two that are supposed to be coming.
That or the ocean one.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't we send someone to the ocean one?
Yeah, the sand guy.
The sand dude
yeah,
there.
the sand dude. I was like, wait a second. I was like, I have the water girl with me.
Yeah, it's like we sent sentient sand to California.
Okay.
Right down.
I farted.
I think.
Really?
What the
Oh,
fuck?
God.
At least we don't have to smell it.
Cole does.
Wait, she's right.
You have no idea.
Mine is
That's
an
just why I
evil
opened a
laugh.
window before we started tonight.
Say what?
I said that's why I opened a window before we started tonight.
So I can just like draft all of the fart smell to you.
No, it's so
Before-
that there's more air circulation in the room, and it goes away.
I like how Jesse's over there playing her Switch.
Hardwood. Sorry, my sister wanted something, and so she's like, "Come to my town really fast."
Animal Crossing?
Yo.
Yeah.
It's all the rage, man.
It sure is.
Other than Atlas right now.
I don't know what Atlas is either.
Pirates.
Atlas is like Ark Survival Evolved with Pirate.
Yeah, that's what Sapphire and I have been playing the last few days.
I've been working.
Well, I have also.
Yeah, she's been working both of her jobs.
You go get Chipmunk Mike.
Oh, man.
I wish I could be working both my jobs, but I mean, it's also nice to be off on the weekend, so there's that.
If I wouldn't
All
get
right.
into a serious amount of trouble, I would totally use this voice mod for taking support calls at home.
Oh, yes.
I can see that going over very well.
Yeah, pretty sure I might get fired for that.
Okay, so
Thanks for calling Fasto. Can I help you?
all right, so what exactly are you trying to get across to him? I now have all the rules for mind control.
Mind control.
Whatever.
It sounds like those like child microphones that mommies regret buying their child.
Like the minute they
Mind control to Major Tom? What? All right. Which one are you going with? Because they had two different ones, trying to convert him to your ways, or convince him that Lakesh and the redheaded bitch are not there.
That's
That
what
it
he
was filled
referred to
with
him as.
Who killed everybody but him.
Hey, it's okay with the wide eyes there, Bria. That's what he called her.
Yeah, literally, that's what the dude called her.
Yeah,
I
they,
wasn't there for that, so I didn't know that.
yeah. They for the longest time, that's what they kept, or that's what he kept calling her the whole last session. They're like, her name is Bridget. He's like, no, she's the redheaded bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, which way are you trying to do? Because it's going to depend. One's a lot easier to get across than the other.
Going to do the thing where it can convince him that they're not here.
That they're not here,
Yeah.
and that there were super mutants,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Oh, Friday.
Was that the hard?
That's the harder one.
Oh,
Because
God.
you essentially have to implant the idea of super mutant stuff into his head. But that's fine, because if you succeed, then that's going to be a hell of a lot more believable on the other
Hold
end.
up. Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
So my thing, Lullaby, says it's mind control as well.
Uh-huh. But yours was only to go to sleep, wasn't it?
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure.
I mean, you could use it like to put him to sleep and then try and mind control him while he's asleep so his guard's down.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Can we do that?
Hers won't work, because he has to look into her eyes, and it's a mental connection between their two minds.
Okay, that's fair. She is a vampire.
I mean, you always have option 2.
Again, Carolyn.
So-
Literally, her power is called "Look into my eyes."
Wow. Get your shoes and put them
Wait,
away.
which one?
And hang up your sweater.
And then Bria's power should be
No,
called,
I'm
"Does
a
this smell
grown
like
adult."
chloroform to you?"
All right.
They're streaming.
You
They're
can make
streaming
an effects roll against him. See how much you control.
Mind kid.
He has an ego of 12. Okay, so how many effects dice do you get? Is it 3d6? Do you need more? Okay. And then it's cumulative, right?
Hi, Hunter.
Cumulative.
Okay.
You can tell him I said hi, Mike.
Bria says hello.
Sapphire's still muted, by the way.
She just uses my mic.
Oh, okay. We just hear like little bits of what she says.
Yeah.
Talk louder.
I want to.
Well, we need to hear
Come on,
you.
don't make me move everything all the way over there because you won't talk louder.
Split the difference.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
See, when you talk, if it shows up green around your picture, then that means it's picking you up.
We need to hear your voice.
Damn, Satan.
Mike, just say doom in the deepest voice you have known.
That was awesome.
Okay, anyways.
That's worse than the first roll I made. I rolled a 14.
So 14 was your effect dice? Okay. So you beat his ego by 2.
Thank God. Thank
Was
God.
that what I was supposed to be doing? Was rolling high?
Yes, these are your effects dice.
Oh. JK.
So
Hey, Mike.
yeah, he's like, no, I know for a fact that I've seen Lakesh and the redheaded bitch both here.
You didn't see anything.
I did. You want to spend some more blood and try to do it again?
Satan wants a cherry coke.
Roll again. These gets to add on to the 14 that you already had because it's cumulative. So 28 then. Okay. So now you've beaten him by 16 points, which is in the Eagle plus 10. So, it says here, target will believe any statement that doesn't contradict reality under direct observation. I have seen them here. My own eyes saw them.
It wasn't really them.
It wasn't really them.
I'm not there.
This was not the redheaded bitch you're looking for.
Exactly.
There's
can
more
always
than one Reddit bitch in this movie. There's more than one.
Do you want to spend some more blood?
Yeah.
I mean, we always have option 2. Keep that in mind.
Is that a Twinkie on a stick?
Put it in your mouth.
I rolled a 14 again.
That's 3 14s in a row you've rolled. All right. So that's 28,
Oh yeah, big boy.
32 minus his 12. That's plus 30.
Oh my god.
Target will perform actions that he is violently opposed to doing, or target will believe statements that contradict strongly held beliefs or principles, including psychological complications, or that contradict reality under direct observation. Maybe you're right. Maybe those weren't them. They were kind of green and about 30 feet tall. Okay, so you're saying that they were super mutant?
Yes.
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh! And what happened to the rest of my party?
Super mutants killed them.
Oh, goodness. How did I escape?
You helped him.
A plucky band of adventurers.
You helped me.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh. Okay. And who are you?
Nobody of consequence.
You're nobody of consequence. Nice to meet you, nobody. Okay, so, right. So,
Well, at least it'll sound good when he says nobody helped me escape.
Right.
So can I go back to the Baron now?
Yes.
Because if I don't report in, he's going to come here, and then those super mutants are going to eat everybody else.
Yes.
Maybe you should leave.
Tell him that you can leave in an hour.
You can leave in an hour? Why am I saying an hour?
Because that gives us time to prepare.
Because we're going to send him with a dirty bomb?
No, it just gives us time to make sure that Lakesh and Bridget are nowhere to be found, and that he finds pieces of the super mutants in the control room area.
Or a hologram.
Well, we
Well,
have pieces.
He's
of
going to
super
take
mutants.
back some of the super mutant stuff with him as proof. Because you killed a few super mutants before.
Right.
Yeah, they're already in the prison area.
Okay.
It'll also give
So
us
you guys
time
will have
to.
action.
It'll also give us time to make the room look like it. There was a really, really nasty fight going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we already have a busted blast door in the main control room there, so...
Right, that's all stuff that he'll see on his way out, so... But we need to make it look like they were squashed humans. So, lots of blood.
You know, somebody's little robot drone would be really good at taking dead human carcasses and splattering them all over the walls.
Yeah, Carlos.
Yeah.
Look at it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's my segue. It's mine.
That would be a perfect voice for a hive mind character.
Join
We went to
I will eat your heart.
Y'all are creepy as fuck.
So, Carlos, are you going to orchestrate a fight?
Yes.
I guess
Do something.
I have to.
So basically, you will have to contact us and tell us what we need to do so that we can help you orchestrate said fight.
It's 9 o'clock. Is to do that?
I don't know.
Misunderstood.
So basically, the stuff that I fed you during this whole little thing that you're having monologue with him is what I would have told you to tell him prior to you going in there, as part of our plan to brainwash him. And you will have to
tell him I need to contact my team.
You don't want to tell him any of that. You just tell him. You tell him you need an hour for the Matran system to come back online, and to make sure that all the rest of the super mutants that were still alive are not anywhere around, so that he can escape. Make sense?
Perfect. Thank you, nobody. Forget you spent 3 of your three
312s.
yeah, whatever it says next to the blood
I
cost.
got 4.
So I would say you walk out, you lock the door again behind you, and then proceed to talk to us about what we need to do to get stuff ready.
Should splatter some blood on the wall.
Where is he being held right now?
In the prison area.
Prison area, yeah.
So
Can't get over it.
because she communicates to us that she's got, whatever done. I will I'll set up just the emergency lighting to be working,
Flickering on and off.
and set them to random flickering, and basically very intermittent power in the area that he travels from where his cell is to the Matran.
And lock it down so that he can't go anywhere else.
I'll just have all the I'll just put blast doors down along the way.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I'm hearing.
That's what I'm doing. That's how I'm contributing.
Okay.
Who's gonna splatter blood and make sure that there's pieces of super mutants available
I
for
can
him
do
to
that.
snag
I can do it.
along his way?
I can do it.
Okay.
Have no problem shredding up a human.
She shreds all place.
We also probably need to hide Eric.
That too.
Why? Why?
We need to put Bridget in a box.
Well, we just need to get them put somewhere where he can't access.
If we just Eric, Bridget, and Lakesh all in Lakesh's office
Yeah,
With the new guy, then you're fine.
with the new guy,
Yeah.
I'll just close their blast door so that he doesn't even notice them.
I mean, that sounds like a plan to me. So, Val, let's go shred some humans. And by we, I mean you.
You grab a human body, and you're
Take
just
some blood out of it.
you're just flinging. You're like a flower girl walking down the aisle. Hand, wrist, arm, head. La, 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 la.
I'm gonna need you to shred too, so I can help you.
Do you want me to mail you some seashells home?
I love how she doesn't want to nuke the Baron's tower, but she's fine with dismembering and spreading body parts all over.
Well, I mean, they're already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very true.
That's a bit different.
I mean, there's no difference.
She was fine killing the kangaroo people, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you could with the whole nuking thing, you could just compartmentalize it and be like, they weren't really there anyway.
It's a figment of my imagination.
Yep.
They don't exist. They need to be just like Henry.
Pretty much.
Henry says that about everybody else in the team pretty much every time he goes out on a mission with you guys. You know, it's okay if these people die. I don't really know them. They're just part of my imagination. My survival skill. La la la. Anyways, so you guys all do all your prep work and stuff, and an hour later, you guys have it dialed up. He comes up, finds the pieces of the bodies and stuff. He ends up scooping up some, like, you guys find, like, a toe that's, like, as big as this from one of the things. And he grabs the toe and takes it with him as proof. And hops in the Map Trans unit and blinks out.
Success. I will have been like hiding in the back corner of the control room, just like being all quiet and shit. And when he's done, I will go up and I will start setting up a I don't know what you want to call it, not necessarily a block, but an alert system to warn us specifically of that address coming inbound.
Okay.
Do you want like full lights and klaxons and everything?
At least some kind of warning bell, yeah.
All right, I set the entire base to be alerted when that address comes in. Pretty
Red
much.
alert! Red alert!
And then I'll lift all the blast doors now and set everything back to normal.
Okie dokie. So your prisoner is gone. Your base is now running at 100% efficiency. You have a nuclear bomb. Dirty. But you have a nuclear bomb. Now what are you guys doing?
I'm actually going to work on plans of rebuilding the defense turrets in the base. With the AKs that we have.
I think I've gone bored because I can't figure out how to get the tank on, so I think we've called out.
Go back inside.
So,
The headband bit ya.
Head fail.
It failed.
Alrighty then. So anyways, Lakesh actually comes out to you, Henry.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you're trying to put together base defenses, one of the redoubts that I used to go to, well, not really a redoubt. It was a centralized warehouse, supposed to be a fallback point, but it is now completely unoccupied. It seems to have quite a bit of materials that were delivered before the big bada boom.
Where's this at?
It is a place called the Anthill.
Does he have the address?
Yes. Actually, most of the stuff that I have acquired here for Cerberus base, I have taken from the Anthill itself. I've been there probably a good 2,000 times since I have been reawakened.
Well, I guess that's our next destination.
I'm with Henry.
I guess it's where we go.
I'm still in the vehicle bay, though.
I do have a little side mission for myself, so I will not be accompanying you.
Where are you going?
I've gotten information that there may be another group
I'll
of
give
people,
this to you.
another set of survivors.
I can always go.
More survivors?
Possibly.
I already have it.
Alright, then just drop it outside your house.
Bridget and I are going to go and attempt to check it out. We have still been unable to contact Kane and Grant. They have been missing now for over a month. We have presumed captured.
Is there a specific amount of time you want us to keep an eye on for you to contact us again?
No. If we run into problems, you could probably not see us again. But if we do not run into problems, then we will be back here.
Okay, well, just let us know where you're going so that if we do decide to see what happened after so long, we can at least follow you.
We are going to be going to Rodout Omicron.
Percy I-8?
It's based in Western Texas, or what used to be called Western Texas.
All right.
And he gives you the exact map coordinates, GPS coordinates.
Will you guys be going by Mattrans or by land?
Unfortunately, their Matron system does not seem to be operational. So we will be traveling by horse.
Why don't you guys just take the APC?
There's none down here.
Yeah, there is. It's in the vehicle bay.
Go grab them for us. No, the APC is something that neither one of us know how to drive.
Well, take what's his bucket with you.
You have the new guy.
Yeah, he knows how to do it.
You can maintain it and keep it functioning while you guys are going.
But what if you guys require the use of it?
Well,
I can.
it would give you a better chance of coming back so that we could use it.
You're just you don't want to see this old man climb on top of a horse.
That's half of it.
I have room for him. 2, 3.
Hey, and out of all the people that are here, you know, I like you the
I have
most.
1 slot left. There you go.
Which is something to be said, because I usually don't like anybody.
I don't like anybody.
He's got a bromance with you.
You're slightly less stupid than the rest of these dirty monkeys.
Wow, fuck you too.
Mouth all opened up.
I could be real smart, and you would never know.
Exactly.
Well, as far as I'm concerned,
but,
you're all
but Skippy
stupid.
judges by the face cover of everything, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Doesn't matter.
It's funny though if you think about it. Like she's been this knows nothing girl, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Hey, I can help you disassemble all of these things for all of the parts."
That's true.
Right.
She'll come in very handy for you.
You're like, wait, you know about circuits and stuff? She just nods.
It's like, nope, know nothing about it. I just can take it apart.
Anyways, so fine, we will take the APC.
Very good.
I'm still
Well,
crawling around the outside of the
guess,
APC, but
I guess we're heading to the anthill then.
Alrighty. So, gonna wait until Valerie gets back down here. Is anybody else doing anything to prep heading to the anthill?
No.
I don't know that we're going.
Can I
Uh,
help drive the APC?
I will talk to Henry and be like, actually, Henry and Lakesh, is the vehicle Matrans here big enough to handle one of the semi-trucks from the other place?
It could, but you would not be able to take the semi-truck anywhere else.
Well, that's not... Oh. There is no vehicle Matrans to the Beehive?
No.
The anthill?
Or anthill, yeah.
No, the anthill does not seem to have any vehicle Matrans that I am aware of.
Okay.
Which is very, very odd because the anthill is actually probably 200 times the size of this place. The old monument known as Mount Rushmore was hollowed out, and it's got hundreds of rooms in there, set up pretty much like an anthill would be. You know, carved out chambers leading to gigantic cavernous rooms. And it was made to be the fallout or fallback point for all higher up military people, which is why it was stopped first.
Makes sense.
Anyways, Travis, you said something about the APC?
Oh, can I help drive it or figure out how to drive it, I am specialized in electrical, mechanical, and vehicular engineering.
That would be pretty easy, but it's going off on a different mission.
Damn it.
They just all convinced him to take it off on the NPC mission.
Can I have my Segway blow it up instead? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, if I can't drive on this mission, then
Yeah,
Hey
fuck your
Travis,
mission.
don't make me secretly strap that nuke to your little robot there.
Oh god, kamikaze.
the next time
Kamikaze
you're riding
Segway. Riding it, yeah. Just put some rockets on the bottom.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, make it an airborne drone. Oh god.
Are you doing anything before you guys all teleport off to the anthill?
I just had a giant handful of M&Ms, and I just keep reaching down to get more. And
You didn't bring me any M&Ms? You're so mean. Anyways, all right. So if nobody else is going to prepare any more, ooh, went all fuzzy.
Blurry.
Free focus. Then you are all off to the anthill.
Okay.
I can words.
I'm going to the beehive.
The anthill, aka beehive.
I probably would read.
All right, so everybody piles into the Mattrans. You guys punch in the code. The computer system actually already knew the code for the anthill.
Interesting.
Clearly, Lakesh has been busy.
And you punch the button, and everybody make con check. Wait, except for Theodora and Valerie and
Skippy.
no. Oh yeah, Skippy of course doesn't have to make one.
so only a few of you.
Like
Yeah.
everybody. But
So-
three of us.
So Henry and Carlos and Drex, all three need to make con checks.
Wait, what we do with the short shit? Camille.
What short shit?
Camille, let's just
Camille's in with you.
Yeah.
She's picked up the con checks that she's immune to the effects now too.
Oh, that's right. Qatar doesn't have to make one, right?
No, but she didn't come along with you guys.
Damn it. Why'd we leave her? I want my water friend.
I need Qatar the waterbender.
It wasn't enough for you.
She's water.
Who failed?
Did we get any? So, I had the question.
And
It's
Carlos, you guys roll?
I've made one success so far.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't give any bonuses, right?
I thought it
No.
was plus one.
You have to make 3 successes by 3 or more in a row.
Okay, well I got a 0, so
He was hoping for a bonus.
I was like, can I get a 1?
Mike, did you roll?
Can't hear you.
We didn't hear you,
Sorry.
Mike.
My mic was muted.
Okay, so did you roll?
Uh,
I think that was a no.
You sound like a teenager.
I beat it by 1.
Well, that was
I'm just using the Google Dice Roller.
estimated delivery Saturday 11.
And what about you, Travis? Did you make your roll?
So do I just add it to my con
Did not.
points?
No, you roll 3d6 and you subtract that from the number next to your con. So it'll say like 11 minus. So that's 11 minus your dice roll.
3d6.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, you can go up and look at what your con is here.
Search.
Why are you searching for his con? That's not going to help.
Searching for con.
All right, your con is actually 12 minus.
Huh?
So your Constitution roll is a 12 minus whatever you roll on the dice. You actually had a pretty good time.
So a 1. I rolled an 11.
Okay, so you made it by 1. All right. So both you and Mike, Carlos and Drax, you guys have slight headaches and a little bit of vision blurring, but that's about it. Henry, you have the so familiar nausea in your stomach and kind of double vision to start with.
Well, I get it.
All that'll clear up within a couple minutes, though. Again, everybody appears laying flat on their back. And for some reason, Carlos, your robot is powered down.
Son of a bitch.
And Skippy's hover unit is upside down.
No, Skippy's just not in his hover unit. It's still floating there just fine.
God damn it.
Skippy's just laying on the ground next to it.
Somebody want to put me in my thing?
Yes, I will do it.
You can just see him.
Damn, I was gonna put him in my pocket, keep him away from that taser of his.
No, leave him in his little shippy ship.
Thank you. You are now one of my favorites.
You're so welcome.
All right, so one of the things you guys notice here is that the walls here are completely gold. And this mat trans seems to be larger, not a ton larger, just so like you've got the hexagonal plates. There's one right in the center, and then a single ring of them on the outside of that. Each of these plates is about 5 feet across. So normally it's about 15 feet wide. It's now about 25 feet wide. There's an extra ring of them. But the central ones are still set up similar to the original Matrans disc.
Okay.
And there is a big set of double doors that lead out of here instead of a single submarine-style door.
Okay.
It looks like the doors go all the way down to the floor.
Big enough to fit? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I'll head over there and see how we have to open this door.
Okay. It looks as if this door is 1.5 feet thick steel, steel reinforced armor glass. When you get to it, you realize that this is mirrored, just like you've seen on a couple of the other ones. And it has a scanner thing on the side for a card or a number pad for you to enter in your credential ID number and password. And the locks, you're fairly certain, lock into it kind of like a bank vault. So they come out from all edges into all of the surrounding things to lock it completely in place.
Okay. I heard that.
The fuck was that?
That's what my little thing sounds like.
Your little thing? Mm-hmm.
That too.
All right, Marvin.
It's George Jetson's car. Come on, get it right.
Yeah.
Robo penis.
That's what I heard.
What the fuck?
I'll try scanning my card.
Get your card? All right. You were a general. It does not work.
I try Lakesh's credentials that he gave me.
All right. Do you have photographic memory on this character?
Do I have what?
Photographic memory. I can't remember if this one had it or not.
I have eidetic memory.
Eidetic memory, perfect. Okay. Then you plug in Lakesh's credentials, and you hear a voice, "Welcome, Professor Singh." In the doors, you hear all the locks clicking out of place. Click, 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 click. And then the doors swing loose, so you can push them open. Where did you go?
I don't know. Like Discord just shut down on me.
Rude.
That was actually really weird. What is your picture, by the way? Because it looks like you're getting ready to suck on a D20.
It's a picture of me getting ready to bite down on my heart necklace.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like the lighting was perfect for that. I did no edit to that picture.
Oh yeah. All right, so the doors are open.
I follow him.
All right. As soon as you open up the door, first thing you notice is you are in a gigantic warehouse. This is the first time you've ever stepped into a place that was not like set up as a redoubt. You know, like you come out and there's the engine room and the control room and all of that stuff. None of that is here.
Okay.
There's just stacks and
Why don't you
stacks.
go get in the shower?
What was that?
He's talking about getting in the shower, I guess.
I was telling my kids to go get in the shower.
All righty, then. All right, so there's stacks and stacks of pallets. Think pallets on racks like 10, 15 feet tall, 10, 15 stacks tall.
Nice. We're in the redoubt version of a Costco.
Yes,
Woo!
yes.
Toys!
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Is there any
climbing
terminals
the pallets.
around?
What?
Are there any terminals around?
Yeah, there's a terminal right in the wall next to you.
Okay. Does it have like an inventory manifest?
Yeah, sure.
I start looking up like the different defensive equipment that we had damaged or broken or stolen from Cerberus.
Okay.
Let's see what's there.
You pull up the defensive measures and everything. The 50 caliber machine guns, the external cameras, the laser tripwires, all of that kind of stuff shows that it's got thousands of them in stock.
Is there a mech robot like the other place had?
There are 12 of them actually.
Oh
And-
yeah.
Are the pallets all like stacked in stacks, or are they just pallets?
Now, you've been to Costco, right?
I've been to Sam's Club.
Same thing.
Okay,
More or less.
so here, let me see if I can
It's a set of shelves that you can fit one pallet into on top of it, and then the next one, and then the next one.
Okay. So there's a pallet on the floor and then a pallet on the shelf.
Yeah, so there's a pallet on the floor, and then there would be a pallet on the next shelf up, and then so on and so forth. And he said it was 15 high.
Wow.
We're
wanna
gonna
try
need a
climbing.
forklift.
Here, look in Discord real quick, and I sent another picture for you guys.
Like that.
Except this one goes with 3 shelves above the floor. The other one is 15 shelves above the floor.
Think
Wow.
Indiana Jones Secret Warehouse.
So, is there like pallet sorting equipment around?
Yes. Yes, you can see an area where it's got some small pickers.
Okay. I'm going to mark the locations of all of the equipment that I'm looking for
Okay.
and start heading around to go pick stuff.
When you hop on one of the pickers, you notice picker has a computer access to the base and is able to actually give you a heads-up display of where to drive to get to what you're looking for.
Perfect.
Screen in front of you.
Even better. I do it.
All right. You hop on the picker and you get about 15 feet and the picker shuts off. And you see a message that pops up across the screen. It says, "You are not Professor Singh. Lay down your arms."
Professor Singh gave us permission.
I raise my hands and go, I don't have any arms, and I'm friends with Professor Singh.
The message pops up on all screens everywhere now. So now everybody can see this. You are not Professor Singh.
Oh dear.
Meet outside the Mattrans system. Anyone who does not comply will be considered an enemy.
All right, everybody, gather around pretty much the same place we are already. I walked the extra 15 feet back to the Mattrans.
I'm partly like trying to climb a pallet, so.
So, does everybody go back?
I didn't really leave, so.
Is everybody in that area?
Sure.
I'm in the nearest pallet near the area.
You see the message pop up. The little one needs to return. ... or else. ...
Camille, get back here before we get shot.
I'll yell at her in French.
Oh no, he's gotta push the talk. I know what he says.
Okay.
He's got what you got for Katara, but for me.
Anyways, so as soon as everybody gets back in that area, a little force field kind of goes up around you guys.
Great.
And out walks 3 men armed with some high-tech looking lasery guns.
Okay.
And as soon as they step up, everybody make perception rolls. On your character sheet, that's going to be on the front page, in the middle column, all the way to the bottom.
Henry made it by 9.
I made it by 2.
I rolled 3 1s.
3 1s.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And I'm a 12 minus.
There's some karma.
2, 2,
There's
3. Man.
Yeah, so Camille now has 5 points of karma. You'll want to definitely make a note of that somewhere.
Who all has karma? I know I do.
I have
Cole
3
has
left.
You have 3 left?
I
You
used
have points of
2
karma.
last game.
So I made it by 8.
Made it by 8. Henry made it by 9.
Okay, so.
Camille got 3 1s. What did you get, Theodora?
I made it by 2.
Made it by 2. What did you get? Made it by 1. Drex, what did you get?
I'm making a note of it right here.
Okay.
Roll the even.
Even? Alright. And Carlos, what did you get for your character? Made it by 1? Alright, so... No? You failed by 1?
No, I made it by 1.
Made it by 1, okay. Okay, so... everybody who made it by 1 or more, which I think is everybody.
Except for
No,
Mike.
one of you... No, Drex made it even.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody else notices that there's something not quite right about these 6 individuals that stepped out. Henry and Skippy and Camille, all 3 noticed that these people are part machine as well as humanoid. They're like cyborg.
Right.
Okay.
Great.
Anyways, they step out and they're like, "What have you done with Professor Singh?"
We've done nothing with Professor Singh. We're actually stationed at Cerberus with him, and he told us to come here because you have supplies here that we need for our base.
Only Professor Singh is allowed to be here.
Well, unfortunately...
Did you tell him he was the only one that was allowed to be here?
We are not to interfere with Professor Singh. We are not to talk to Professor Singh.
Are you sure you're not a robot over there glitching out?
I mean, if you let one of us go back, we might be able to catch him before he leaves and bring him back with us.
Would sending one of us be permissible for you to show proof?
That little one.
What?
She can go.
Camille, quickly, go get Dr. Singh.
If you can.
You send the girl that can't speak English. Right on.
Sandra, do you know where some chapstick is?
I guess I go back into the Matrans. I don't know who Dr. Singh is because I only.
Lakesh, wheelchair guy.
Wheelchair guy. Okay.
Let's go get wheelchair guy.
I'll go get him.
Okay. So you go back through the Matrans. Make me. No, you don't have to make a con roll. Oh, good. Okay, so as soon as you come through, do you exit out, Matrans?
Yeah.
All right. You can see them climbing into the APC right now down in the vehicle bay. On one of the screens.
I go down there as fast as I can because I don't know how to. He goes stop.
Okay. Are you going through the air vents or are you going to take the elevator?
I'm going the fastest route.
Which is
probably the air vent.
All right, good call. Because for you have special heightened movement when using the air vents, and you've already mapped out the air vents here. You're much faster in the air vents. All right, so you get down and drop right on top of the APC just as it started to move. It quickly stops.
Ding, ding, ding,
The thing pops up and Bridget pokes her head up out. What is it, girl? What is it? Is
it? Henry fell in the well.
Does she have one of those too, or?
No, she doesn't seem to have anything like that.
I point at Lakesh.
What is it, my child?
Call for Lamp.
Lamp!
And Lamp does not appear.
Damn. He's stuck in the force.
But make your perception roll.
Okay.
No, Lamp needed a little bit of lamp time.
Lamp's got to plug himself in sometime.
I'm a lamp.
Excuse me.
Do not excuse. I'm sorry.
I made it by 5.
All right. So when you're like, damn it, Lamp didn't show up, and you're kind of hanging your head down in the thing, you can see in the back of the APC is Sebastian. And Guitar is in there too, but
Sebastian, I need Lakesh to come with me.
And so he speaks to you in French. What is it that you need?
These half robot people need him to come. Everyone is locked in a bubble.
So he passes that information along to Lakesh, and Lakesh starts rolling his wheelchair to the back of the and so it takes Lakesh quite a bit longer than it does you to get back up to the control room. And Lakesh and you and Sebastian, who's coming along with Lakesh, pushing Lakesh actually, all transit back over to the anthill. And there's where we're going to have to call it, because we have to go get the kids.
Woo!
Woohoo!
All right.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too. Later.
Yes, thank you all. Thank you guys for the follows and stuff on Mixer there.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for the follows, guys.
And we shall see you all next week, hopefully.
Yes. At least for me.
I'll be here.
We will see you all next time. Have a good night.
See you all later. Bye bye.
Bye.